Hello, Miss Noah, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? If you hear me, write hi in that chat box.
Yes,
Hello?
Mr. Hello, Mr. Abdurrahman.
Hello, if you hear me, write hi in the chat box.
I can see your picture, and now I can see Miss Intisar.
Right? Do you hear me?
Oh,
Do you hear me,
yes,
Miss Amal?
yes, I am hearing you.
Yes. So let's start our session again. We'll give you a brief summary about what I had already spoken by using this presentation. Can you see this presentation now?
Yes, yes, I can see.
So let's start. Please mute your
E-tag.
right.
Mm,
Please
mm.
mute your voice to hear what I am saying. This is our first e-tag, and our second one will be on 31st of May 2000 inshallah. Today we'll speak about Zoom and how we get started. We said that we should mute our voice and our cameras. This is the situation. If you did it, you are right. After that, we said some rules about the session. You could use it with your students all on mute. So all students should mute their voices to
Yes, yes,
avoid disturbance. Switch off your camera. Take notes. You could use your pen and notebook to take some notes about the session. Any problem, type in the chat box. This is the chat box. If you see it, press it and write down the problem or the question you want, and I will answer it by the end of the session. Question and answer at the end in the chat box. I will answer it. Right?
okay, okay,
What are
Mr.
the outcomes? The outcomes of this session is using Zoom tools to deliver a lesson online to give your students a lesson using this tool, and it is interactive between you and your students. Left a lesson, that means downloading a lesson from printed materials to Zoom. First, you will upload it through your Google Drive or Cloud, and then you could use it through your Zoom session and give it to your students. They could download it by sharing it with them. After that, show awareness of using Zoom through a small test. I will give you a small test by the end of this session. I've already said or spoken about this, but we repeat it as we have a problem in the connection. Access support resources. By the end of this presentation, you will find two support resources you could use in dealing with some problems related to Zoom. After that, we spoke about two types of virtual teachings. They are synchronous and asynchronous. Synchronous means we said that it's testimony. What's meant by testimony? Learners and teacher are online at the same time. We
Online.
said that
Yeah.
like we are doing now. This is
Yeah.
synchronous.
Synchronous.
And asynchronous is learners and teachers do the online work at different times, like Edmodo. You give them some tasks, some activities, and they answer it whenever they want, and they upload it to the application or the platform of Edmodo. You give them some feedback on other times, and you don't need to give a face-to-face feedback. What are we using in our teaching? We use a kind of combination between the two types, synchronous and asynchronous. So we use synchronous plus flipped methodology. This makes a kind of mixture between the two methods. After that, what are the tools? We have already spoken about it, but we'll summarize it as we could see now with the presentation. These are the tools. First, from the left side, you can see the voice icon. You should mute it. The video icon, you should mute it and ask your student to mute it by the beginning of the session. This is to invite someone to attend your session. You could invite by using email. He gives you the opportunity to use the link for this session to email someone using Gmail, Yahoo Mail, and other mails to join this session. Manage participants. As a teacher, you could see the number of students in the session like this. When you hover over here, you will find 5 participants. So our session have got 5 students now. Share screen. If you press it, you will find some materials you could share with your students. We spoke about whiteboard. We will review it again, and you could share your presentation with your students as we do now. Chat. If you press the chat button, you could write down some words to give some hints about some questions or answer some activities, or to give some feedback to your colleagues or to your teacher. Record. This is this button. When you press it, you record the session because it's recorded through Zoom, and you could use it as we do with our session today. Breakout rooms to divide your class into a group of 4, 5, or 6 students to discuss some matters or do some activity together, and you could hover and listen or watch them through their discussion or making this activity and give them some feedback. The last one is reaction. You could get to reactions here, claps or thumbs up to your students when they answer correctly. Here is the last one to the right is in the meeting. When you use it, you finish the meeting, and we said that you, if the streaming stopped, please press the link again to rejoin the session. Here is some more options like to say yes, I know, or to put a tick, to put a cross, to say no, I don't know, or
Yeah.
to give thumb up, thumbs down, or to clap, or to ask for a break, or to ask about the time. Here you could mute all the participants to stop them making some noise, or unmute them all if you want. The next is the chat. Sharing box. When you press this share box, you will find this. You could share your whiteboard. We'll speak about it right now. You could write down some words to answer some question, to explain some points in your lesson, and you could share your presentation. You could share your sheets. This is a word sheet you could share with your students. It's only to press share here by the right down corner of the window, or to upload some files from your Google Drive if you want to share it with your students. This is Zoom chat box. Here you could write down to each one in your group, to everyone, or to press this arrow to find that to private, to choose someone from the participant to speak to him. Right, here is more option like save chat after chatting with your friend, you could save it, or share file in meeting. When I give you some file, you could share it together, and allow attendees to chat with no one. So you prevented him from chatting from any other with any other students or any other one in the session. Or with the host only, the host is the teacher himself, everyone publicly or everyone publicly and private. This is the chat options. We have already spoken about all of this, so we will summarize them in a break. The breakout records, or to break out the students into rooms. When you give them an activity and ask them to discuss it, 4 or 5 students together, you could assign the number of students in each room and make it automatically. So he prepare it for you, right? Create rooms, and you will find out that after you create room, you will find add more rooms by the bottom of this window. After that, now you are a student like you today. What are the do and don'ts? I asked you to read that in 2 minutes, but the stream stopped, so I will summarize it for you. Do find a quiet and comfortable place. Respect the other students and the teacher. Be active in your participation. Only participate in the correct class for your level. Please participate for the whole lesson. Use a real name. That's very important because you will give your students some remarks, some hints, some feedback about their performance. So you should know their real names for your Zoom username. What about don'ts? Don't participate while driving a car. Don't share any personal information about others. Don't share inappropriate photos. So you shouldn't use your camera while you are not ready for this. You should mute it at the beginning of the session. Here is some restrictions. You could see this registered student aged 18 plus only. That means students under 18 couldn't register or join these rooms by themselves. How could we overcome this problem? We could interview or invite their parents to join the sessions, and they could control or monitor their students while they are using this tool, because it could be some side or private conversations between students and using some videos between each other, or to say some words not appropriate. So students under 18, this is a kind of restrictions, and this application shouldn't, this student shouldn't attend these sessions unless they are under the supervision of their parents. The next point. What are the tools you could use here? You could use, raise your hand. When you press this symbol, could you see it in blue? You want to speak. So when you want to speak, press it, and I will know as a teacher you want to say something. I will give you the permission to say it. Right. The next one is finish a task. When I ask you to finish some tasks, when you finish it, you could press it to say, hello, I have finished. Or you could press the button, yes. Or if you don't know the answer, you could press X or cross. I can't use them. If you have a problem, you could press this symbol. I have a problem, so I will listen to you. Right. And today's lesson will talk about what's stressing you out. I will listen to what are you stressed out today.
Listening.
Yes.
Right.
What is stressing you today? Who wants to give us some hints about his stress today about this session? Miss Amal?
Yes, Mr. Abdurrahman.
Yes. Is something stressing you today during this session?
Yes, يعني the first thing I wanted to connect with my students correctly. So I think I will learn more with you and with the session.
Right.
I want to ask, are these tools? We can see some tools like I want to speak or I'm finished. These tools are there, are these in the Odomodo? ولا in
No, no, no,
Zoom?
no. No, because Moodle is asynchronous. It means that you couldn't use these symbols, but here I can give you this. For example,
Yes, yes,
did you see this sign? This is a clap. So I clap hands for you. You are great. Or this, can you see it? By
yes,
the top right, by the top left of the screen, can you see it? It sums up.
yes, Mr.
Yes. So thanks, Miss Amal. I'll give the speak to someone else. Miss Noah. Hello, Miss Noah. I have unmuted your voice. You can share us your ideas now. Miss Noah Hussein. Miss Noah. Hello. Can you hear me?
No.
I have unmuted you. So I want to listen to your voice speaking to us about what stresses you. Hello, Miss Noah. Right? If someone else wants to give us some hints about his ideas about what's stressing him today.
I want to ask,
Yes, Miss Amal.
how long this session?
This session is 45 minutes.
Yes, thanks.
Yes,
Thanks, Mr.
thanks. Thanks. So let's go back to the sharing screen to complete our tasks. Practice listening. Here you could divide your participants into groups and give them 2 or 3 minutes to discuss what are stressing them, right? And then listen to their answers. I know that the first attempt is very difficult for all of us, and you are in Paris and have a technical problems and so on. But try it because practice makes it perfect. Practice to do your best. I'm very happy to be with you today, and this will be a great experience for you all. So try to improve it and go on this way. You will find a great change with your students if you use something like this. Learn different ways of getting emphasis, practice pronunciation, practice speaking. What is currently stressing you out? I think this is the first attempt or the first experience using this technology. So you are very stressing about using it. Here's a kind of question. Uh, can you answer this? What are the boxes which contain the emphatic questions, and what is the box contain extra auxiliary verb, and what is the box contain cleft sentence? Cleft sentence means a very complex sentence. You could replace it with a simple sentence, right? What is the box contains? The last one. Intensifiers. So you have got 2 minutes to check your answers.
Yes. What need? What else? Items.
Have you got any answers?
Public speaking.
Let's check our answers. Intensifiers, absolutely, really, so such. What is that gives the degree of adjective, an adjective or adverb or a noun and so on. Clear sentence. What I need is sympathy. So you could drop what and say I need sympathy. What helps is to take. Help is to take, right? So you could remove what and is and so on. Extra auxiliary verbs. I do sympathize. I sympathize. You could drop do. So it's extra auxiliary. Why on earth are to complete emphatic question? Right, go on. Could you answer this? This is choose. If you know the answer, say it. Right? Number one. Believe me, I really did have tried to phone you. What is the answer?
Number one. Can I answer?
Yes.
Really?
Let's see. Did. Okay. What about the other participants? Could you answer the question, the next question? We have got 5
2?
participants. Could anyone answer the next one? What
Yes.
that which I liked about the film was acting.
About the film.
That, yes, hello, Mr. Abdurrahman, that.
Hello, it's what? Okay, let's try the next one. He, it, what is my son who speaks German fluently? Yes.
Is he?
No.
It
Is
is
my
my
son?
son. Right now we'll complete with using one word only. A, I hate waiting for buses. B, me too, it's a waste of time. Right? Let's see. Such a waste of
Me
time.
too.
Number 5.
Such a waste.
Right? George threw a rock at me today. Why? We had already spoken about it. Did he do that? Why on earth did he do that? Right. The last one. Why did you buy that painting? It's incredible. I love it.
It's 2. It's 2.
Right. Many other answers could be available. All right. Thanks, Miss.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely. You are right. I appreciate your attempt. Thanks, Miss. The next is this is a kind of discussion, but I couldn't make it here because your number is very limited. I couldn't trick you, but I'll try. This is guaranteeing Egyptians' attitude towards safety measures, working from home, noisy neighbors. You should discuss these matters in a room, breakout room, and return back to me with the answer. So I will try to find if I could do this with you now.
Voice.
Yes, I haven't got this option. I can't divide you because you only 5 participants. But if you are more than that, you will find breakout rooms. You could divide your participants into room into separate rooms and give them the chance for 3, 4, or 5 minutes to discuss the matter and return back to you with the result or the outcome or the brief of their conversation. It's very useful. You could hover or go through these groups and find out what they are talking about, if they are talking about the matter or wasting the time. But I didn't find it because your number is very short to have got 5 only. So we'll move to it, but keep in mind you could use this kind of activities with your students. Let's move. This is the time for the test. I want you to do this orders in this arrangement. First, mute yourself. So make your phone mute. Then unmute it. Switch on your camera and switch off your camera. If you switch on your camera, I will see. So
Yes.
I will see you. If you did this option, I will see that you did it. Try to write down this option. I want you to write it down in a note paper outside and try to do them respectively in the same arrangements. Mute, unmute yourself. This is for voice. Switch on and then off your camera. Say hello. So you should use the mic again and unmute it and say hello in the mic. Raise your hand. Raise the bottom of the raising hand, the blue hand, which I show you on the presentation. Send a message to the whole class. Use the chat box to write hello, I am Noah, hello, I am Intisar, and so on. Send a private message to me. So you will send me as a teacher a private message. You will choose private in the chat box and write down hello, hi, I am, and say your name. Leave and rejoin the meeting. Leave the meeting. You will leave it using the bottom on the bottom of your screen. Leave the session and reuse the link again to rejoin the meeting again. I'm waiting for you. Have you finished writing down the orders? Have you finished? Can I switch to the main screen? If you hear me, say something. So let's start this. I've got Miss Noha Hussein. Could you unmute your voice, please, Miss Noha? Miss Rasha, do the same. Miss Intisar. If you hear me, write down something in the chat box. This is chat box. You could write down something. Here is Intisar. Why I don't have a voice? Miss Intisar, I don't know. More. Name.
I don't know what.
No. So you could write down Miss Intisar. Or you could open your video so we could hear you. Try it, Miss Intisar. If you hear me, open your video. Start the video. Miss Intisar. I'll open your cam, Miss Intisar, now. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, where is Miss Intisar?
For the best meeting.
Could you say something, Miss Intisar? Have any of you finished the wanted orders? Hello, Miss Amal.
Hello, Mr. Abdurrahman.
Hi, I can see you. Can you help Miss Intisar open her video?
Miss Intisar?
Yes. Can you hear me, Miss Intisar? Thank you. So I will give you the last thing we will have today about sharing. It's the support, right? This is recommended resources for you to go through and to have support for Zoom as a new application to benefit from. I am very happy to be with you today. I think it will be a good experience for you to share with your students. Till we meet again, as the presentation or session will be in a minute. Anyone who want to ask anything?
What time will the next session, Mr. Abdullah?
The next session, God willing, will be 31st of May 2020 at 10 a.m.
Thanks, Mr.
Thanks. See you later. Thanks for you all. Thanks, Miss Noah. Thanks, Miss Rasha, Miss Intisar, and Miss Amal. See you later. Thanks. Goodbye.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
Mr. Abdulrahman. Bye.
Thanks. Hello, Mr. Hussein. We have finished our session today. It was our pleasure to be with us, but we have already finished our session. Thanks, Mr. Hussein, for joining us. Thanks and goodbye.